welcome to another house build. This one is shorter than my last one and done somewhat correctly this time. So today we'll be making a small loft style home, complete with one bedroom and one full bath and one half bath on the downstairs area, as well as a pretty decent kitchen and a nice living room with all the essential things that one would need in a house. Um, it is really pretty cute. It's a good starter home um, for when you're out on your own. I like the loft style homes where you can see to the bottom of this house. I think that's really cool. Um, yeah, and then let's see what else is in the house. It has a really cool not basement. There's no basement. Backyard area where they can hang out and have barbecues and all that sort of fun things. So here we are, just getting all the doors in, all the building features in. Yeah, there's a lot of detail in this build to make it kind of original. Took a while to figure out what I wanted the roof to look like, as you can see. I really like that upper area along with the lower area. It is kind of more modern, but it's also, I don't know, it has really cool colors, so it's not too modern, not too traditional. It's an open floor plan. On the bottom, the kitchen just is in the back right there. Yeah, it's kind of cool in this house. So how's everybody doing in the sim world? Hopefully your games are not as difficult or having fun in them. Yes. So, yeah, we're just putting on some wallpaper, finding wallpaper. As you can see, as you heard from the last build that you watched, and if you haven't, you should watch it because it's cool and it's my first one, and it'd be nice if you'd watch my first one. You would know that I do use custom content in my builds, and if you are interested in learning about all the stuff that I have, just let me know and we can go ahead and make like a video of just walking through all the custom content that I have in my game, because I think that would probably be the easiest way for you guys to see what I have. Most of my custom content comes from the Sims resource, so maybe you might even recognize some things in here because I usually only do the newer downloads. I don't really go too far back just because I like to have a good game that has cool things in it, but not too cluttered or whatever. And so we're getting into the kitchen now. It has a cool island spot. It doesn't have a table, but I don't think it needs one. Considering this is a small house, it's probably only going to house at least 2 people. So I think the 2 seats at the table at the counters are plenty enough. Um, yes, of course, as you see, I'm using more blue. I will try not to use so much blue if you don't really care for blue. I do use a lot of blue just because it is my favorite color, and you always put your special touches in games. Yeah, and then this is a half bath down here, so your guests don't have to go upstairs into your bedroom to go to the bathroom. They can just go ahead and use it there. Um, Under the stairs, I have a desk and a computer area, along with there's ends up being a guitar down there. Yeah, it's pretty basic. It's a basic home. It's a basic starter home or little contemporary modern house where um, you're. I think this house is well, it's more decorated for a well, it doesn't have to be a girl, but more feminine in the way it looks. Um, it's like that. It's like a fun, a hip. I don't want to say hipster, but more, more, uh, that kind of style of like just out of college and starting your first big career, and it's a nice home for them to live in and have their own place for once, but not be too big. It's like a modern home, like a modern. Whenever I do these kinds of homes, though, I usually do like to have, um, when it's like that, to have the bottom and the top have the same wallpaper like that. Um, yes. So what are you guys building in your games? What's the last thing you've built? Um, or do you even build? What kind of simmer are you? That's the thing that I love about Sims is like a lot of people Sims is a very much a game where you either can play really well or you can't because it really requires a lot of creativity because it's such an open-ended game. And there's so many things you can do with it. Like a lot of people need to have the objectives to have some kind of interest in the game. Like my brother, for instance, he's a SimCity person because he likes the objectives involved in it. I would care less. I like to have, an open slate, an open sandbox, and be able to do what I want and make it look how I want and be how I want and all that sort of thing. Oh yeah, it's like super cool. Oh, I really like that custom content there. It's like plugs with a little light on it. And yeah, it's really cool. I like those. You know me. Well, you don't know me, but from my last one, you should know that I'm all for the extra stuff to make it cool inside. Make it like someone actually lives there. Yeah, just getting some lights in the bathroom. Anyway, oh geez, here I am going all over the place. Back to the conversation we were having here. Um, yeah, Sims is just like one of those games where um, it's there's a lot of different ways you can play it. There's the storytellers, there's the builders, there's the just let's just play around. There's just like so many different ways to play The Sims that it's some people can be turned off by it, and I think that's something that's um And maybe that's why it gets so many critiques from the other gaming areas because, you know, they don't they need that objective and they like you have to actually create the story in The Sims. You don't just play a story. You are the story. You make the story. And it's very creative. It's a very creative game. Um, yeah, and I think that's probably one of the things that I really like about The Sims is that level of creativity that it has. Yeah, just decorating the house, putting stuff in it. I realized that this part didn't have uh, a roof, so I had to make one. And yeah, I didn't really know what to do with that side part there, so I just like threw some wallpaper or ceiling paper thing on it. So yeah, here we are going into the backyard. As you can see, it's a pretty simple home. Like it's pretty simple. So I like trying. It's always good to try and like make it unique and do little things to help it out. Um, if you guys watch Sims play, it's kind of like what he says. Like all the little details. Like you just put little details all over the place to make it, a more complete home. I think that really helps make the house a much better house. It's the little details that count. Um, it's the person you're making it for. It's the personality of the home. You know, it's fun. I like building. Definitely wasn't always a builder. I'm usually more of a story person, a story player. But I think it's funny though, because Sims has always been that thing that I played that like I played for a long time. Like out of all the games that I've played, which I've played a lot of games, Sims is the only game that I just can sit here and just play it for a long time. And it takes a long time because after you make a person, which takes forever to make a person, it then takes forever to make their house, and then you finally get to start playing, and then you look at the clock, and it's like the next day. Like it's a game that takes a long time. And that's a good thing. I like it. I like to have a game is that you're passionate about and that you love to play and you take the time to put in all the little things. And I do like to joke and say that this is kind of like virtual Barbie because it kind of is like virtual Barbie, but it's super fun. It's a good game, and yeah, I don't think it is fair the all the things that people like to say about people who play The Sims, really, because they just don't get it. But that's okay, because the thing is when you do meet somebody who plays The Sims, it's like you're an instant friend, like, because nobody else does. So when you do finally meet somebody that does play The Sims, it's like, oh, best friend status. I think that's a cool thing. Yeah, just getting just a little bit of character in the house. We're just about done at the end here. Um, just a little bit more uh, decorating on the outside. Changed that because I felt like it's better as like a deck wood. It's seeing what else I can put on there or if anything else worked. I don't think I put anything else here. I think it's pretty much done. Alright, so this is my second build here on YouTube. Hopefully will be more. Please let me know, like I said, if you'd like uh, a video of the custom content that I have, or if you'd like to do a let's play with me. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. Yeah, please like and subscribe to me if you are so interested. This is the house. I will go ahead and show you some screenshots of it. You guys have a great day.